When I was 7, I believed that dreams were real things, shiny, floating, magical objects you could buy for 5 rupees. Every Sunday, a man would arrive near the temple steps, carrying a bamboo stick across his shoulders, from which dozens of balloons danced in the morning breeze. Red, yellow, green, blue, each one brighter than the sky. He had a crooked smile, wrinkled cheeks, and eyes that sparkled as if they had seen thousands of dreams take flight. He was called Shyamlal, though no one knew where he came from or where he went at night. To the adults, he was just a balloon seller. But to us, the kids from the slum, he was something else. He didn't sell toys, he sold hope. He didn't talk much to the grown-ups, but with us, he crouched low, looked us in the eye, and spoke in soft, mysterious tones, like the voice of a bedtime story. Pick the right one, he'd whisper, and it will take you wherever you want to go. Once, I asked him what the blue balloon could do. He leaned close to my ear and said, "This one will take you to school." I had no school bag, no books, not even shoes, but I believed him. I held that balloon like it was my passport to another world. I slept beside it on my tattered mat and dreamt of sitting at a desk, holding a pencil, writing my name in big letters. Soon, he became a kind of legend in our basti. Everyone had their favorite balloon. Pooja always picked pink and said it would help her become a dancer. Ramesh picked yellow and dreamt of flying a plane. What amazed us most wasn't the colors, it was that Shyamlal remembered. He remembered what we wished for the last week, what balloon we chose, and he made us believe the dream was still alive. But dreams, like balloons, are fragile. They rise, they float, and sometimes they burst. That year, the monsoon came early. Our slum flooded. The drains overflowed. My father lost his job, and my mother fell terribly ill. We had no food. We drank rainwater, and for weeks, all I did was sit under a plastic sheet, staring at the grey sky. I stopped going to the temple. I stopped chasing balloons. Because hunger speaks louder than dreams, and when your stomach growls day and night, hope becomes a luxury you can't afford. When I finally returned, weeks later, Shyamlal was gone. No stick, no balloons. Just empty steps. People said he moved away. Others whispered that he died. I don't know what I believed, but it felt like my childhood disappeared with him. Years passed. I worked at a tea stall, then at a dhaba washing dishes. Life hardened me. My hands cracked from soap and water. My back ached. And yet, somewhere inside, that balloon, the blue one, still floated. It had drifted to the farthest corner of my heart, but it had never truly burst. One evening, a group of school kids came to the dhaba. One of them dropped a notebook. I picked it up. It had clouds drawn on the cover, and a single blue balloon. That night, I went home, opened a dusty alphabet book I had once found in a garbage heap, and began tracing letters with my fingers. A, B, C. My hands trembled, my mind resisted, but I didn't stop. It took 5 years of night classes, missed meals, and silent tears, but I finished school. I found a small job at a bookshop, then as a teaching assistant. One day, someone asked, "Can you teach English to kids in your basti?" I was scared. What if I failed? But then I remembered Shyamlal's smile, the way he handed me that blue balloon and said, "This one will take you to school." So I said yes. On the first day of class, I brought balloons, just like he did. The kids laughed. They thought I was joking. But I told them, this is not just a balloon. This is your first dream. Their eyes widened. They clutched the strings tightly. And that's how our class began, not with books or blackboards, but with belief. More kids joined. Some came barefoot, some hungry, some shy. We started with letters, then sounds, then small sentences. I taught them how to write their names, then their dreams. We hung their balloons from the roof, so they floated while they studied. One evening, walking through a nearby park, I saw an old man sitting under a banyan tree, playing a flute. His face was familiar. I walked closer. He looked up, older, slower, with the same sparkle. "You remember me?" I asked. He nodded, his eyes moist. "You once sold me a dream," I said. I pulled a balloon from my bag, a blue one, and handed it to him. He stared at it, long and deep. No words, just a soft smile. "Kids don't want balloons anymore," he murmured. "They want phones." I laughed. "Maybe, but they still need dreams." He looked at me for a long time. Then he tied the balloon to his walking stick, stood up slowly, and walked into the twilight. I stood there, watching him disappear. The balloon bounced gently in the air behind him. And for the first time in many years, I realized he hadn't just sold me a balloon that day. He had planted something inside me. Something weightless but unbreakable. Because dreams never die. They stay hidden in our hearts. And one day, they return, not as balloons in the sky, but as children in my classroom, with pencils in their hands, saying, "Sir, I also want to learn, just like you did." Subscribe now for more interesting and exciting videos. Stay tuned for amazing content.